Hey, Nick Gilbertson here, Breitbart News. We're here with the great Kari Lake of Arizona. So Kari, you were just recently appointed to be the director of the Voice of America in the next Trump administration. Are you excited about your role, and can you tell us a little bit about it?
I am excited. I think it's a great fit for me. I mean, I have a 30-year background in media as a broadcast journalist. I'm an Emmy Award-winning journalist, covered stories wide-ranging from local to international. As a matter of fact, I won a couple of Emmys for my international reporting in Cambodia, covering the incredibly courageous men who are removing landmines from past wars in their country. So I understand that, the journalism and how it's happening across the globe, and in some countries you just don't have a free press. I'm looking forward to the Voice of America, returning it to really its glory days of when we could bring down communism, change hearts and minds around the globe without having to fire a single bullet, and putting out fair and accurate information and a fair and accurate portrayal of America to our overseas audience, which is really what it is. It's been around for 80 years. Its audience is solely overseas, non-American. And I want to make sure we're doing a really quality job, improve on what we're already doing, and make it even better.
Right, and just projecting those values and getting those out and getting back on track with everything there. And Kari, as you know, you spent a long time at Fox 10 Phoenix. You were a premier anchor over there. So one thing I've noticed after the election with Donald Trump's landslide win, a lot of the mainstream media, I feel like they've let up with the vitriol a little bit in the aftermath. And I wonder, is that a check that the American people put on them with such a mandate? Or is it them trying to, regain trust with the American public to ultimately try and hurt Trump down the line?
You know what, that's a really good question. I was hoping that they would see the errors of their way. I'm talking about the corporate media that has just been so dishonest for way too long, and bring about a change. I mean, they had to see when President Trump was bringing in massive rallies in places like New York and the Bronx and all over the country, that there was a movement to push America First policies. They had to know this. Just like they knew something was wrong with Joe Biden. But they never said it until they absolutely had to, right when they wanted to switch out the candidate. And so I was hoping that they would reform themselves and say we need to be more fair and more accurate, but they haven't done that. You might be seeing a little bit of it, maybe some people are. If they're smart, they will look inward and acknowledge that they have not only been unfair, but they've been downright vicious and pushed lies to the American people. And if they're really smart, they will change their ways. I haven't seen enough of it. The good news is,
I've seen very little myself. I just noticed the week before the election and the weeks after.
The week before they were calling him Hitler. My goodness!
Exactly.
I mean, come on.
And then, yeah.
And they frankly owe the American people an apology for the lies that they've spread, be it from COVID, election lies, Trump lies, Russia. All of the lies. They really do owe the people an apology. But at the very minimum, they need to change course, and they should. They're really their own worst enemy. If they continue to run like this, they're going to be totally obsolete. I think they are already obsolete. We're seeing more people get their news and information from Twitter, from shows like what Breitbart is putting out, alternative sources. The alternative media, I used to call it that, is now the mainstream.
Right.
And the mainstream media is now this obsolete, laughing stock
relic.
that I did discover they have one purpose. There's one good thing. And they are a barometer. Whenever they are attacking somebody, whether it be a nominee, an appointee, a politician, whenever the mainstream media is going, crazy attacking somebody, that is a great barometer for the American people to take a second look at that person they're attacking and say, hey, maybe there's something really good about this person. So they're a barometer for whoever they're attacking is probably somebody really good.